Awesome. Perfect. So, hi guys, I'm Jack the God. For those of you who don't know, I've been a professional creative director for about 10 years now. I started off with design in high school and ended up working my way up the corporate ladder and now own my own design agency. Well, all that brought me into starting my own clothing brand, which is what I'm going to speak about today. So today I want to teach you how you can start your own merch line for under $1,000 in 10 steps. So I do have my notes now to to make sure I don't go off track here. So there's a couple of things you need when you're starting a clothing brand, and it's a lot easier than what many people think. And so I'm going to teach you how to also increase your profit margin while doing so. So the first thing you're going to need is a design. So that's simple. For me, obviously, I am a designer, but not everybody is a designer, so they might not have the capabilities that I did to create their design for their brand. So now you can either start a clothing brand or a merchandise line. So like if you're an artist, if you're like a rapper, if you have a company and you just want to sell shirts on the side for a side hustle, you can do that as well using these same steps. So first you're going to need a design, and you can find a graphic designer from anywhere from $15 to $200. Obviously, you get what you pay for, so always keep that in mind. You want to really the design is going to be the most important part, so you want to try to create a design with a message. So my personal brand is called My Hustle Has Purpose, and it's reminding you to believe in your hustle, keep going, constantly letting everyone know that their hustle has purpose. So I have a brand with a message, and to me that's the most important part. So if you really need to save money, you can also use a platform like Canva or download an Adobe free trial and use Adobe products to kind of leverage your design without spending money on a graphic designer. Once you have a design, I highly recommend that you get a sample printed. Now, to get a sample printed, I recommend you go to like a local printer, somebody who maybe in the community who has a Cricut and does like one-off designs. So they might do this using vinyl. And I say that because sometimes what you're seeing on the computer screen, on your phone, and your email is not going to look the same as when you actually get it printed on the physical product. So before I actually had this one printed out and my other designs printed out, I went through a few samples because they didn't look how I thought they would on the physical product. So I always recommend getting a physical product first. And I did that using vinyl as well. So you can also leverage this sample product, if you like it, to take pictures of the sample product and start selling that sample product before you actually have the physical product in your hand. And then you can use that money to go ahead and fund the rest of the project. So once you have that sample product, you can go ahead and get Shopify and put that on Shopify as well. Now, I'm going to say Shopify because I am again, professional creative director. I was hard-headed in the beginning. I used WordPress because I felt like I knew, like I'm a designer. I do this all the time for companies and clients, and I thought I knew what I was talking about. But the truth was I should have listened to these other t-shirt brand owners who already made the millions of dollars or the hundreds of thousands of dollars and have been there and done that and recommended Shopify. I was hard-headed. Don't be hard-headed like me. Shopify is the easier platform. It's seamless, and it's going to make your part of the process on the back end a lot easier than if you're going on a product like WordPress, WooCommerce. I'm telling you, it's a headache, and you're not going to want to pay for a web designer to fix all those issues. And for me, it was just my time because I was my web designer. So again, you can start with your pre-orders and use the pre-orders to leverage the rest of your project. But I don't want you to go into there thinking that you're going to get a bunch of pre-orders. So let's stick to the basics and try to go ahead and start this with under $1,000, right? So you're going to need a heat press. So you can get a heat press for anywhere from $200 to $325. That's a good one to start with. Obviously, you can always upgrade as your brand increases. And then you're going to need to get your designs printed. So one of my special tricks is that I print my designs on heat transfers. I get these heat transfers from Transfer Express, and they're plastisol heat transfers. So what it does is it's a heat transfer that prints on a piece of paper. And I'm sorry, I don't have it in front of me right now, but it's a heat transfer on a piece of paper. I get about 3 to 6 different t-shirts on one big piece of paper, right? And I can cut them, put them on the t-shirt and heat press it on it. And what it looks like is it looks like screen print material. So it's now we're not selling t-shirts out of vinyl. It doesn't look cheap. You can get puff ink. You can get all types of different ink. You can get full color prints. So Transfer Express. I use Goof Proof. It's one of the top quality products when you're talking about heat transfers. And so that's going to save you a lot of money versus going to your local printer, and they have minimums. So what happens is when you go to your local printer, they're going to say for about 12 t-shirts, you're going to have to pay about $15 each for 12. Let's say, again, we're trying to keep our margin short, where when you go to Transfer Express, you're going to end up being able to change that profit margin into a lot more, because each print is going to cost you about $2.50. So again, you're saving a lot of money by doing this. You're going to have so once you have your your transfers, you can go ahead and get some tags printed. And so what I did was I printed my tags using Vistaprint. And so these are just business cards. And you can actually design them yourself if you don't have a graphic designer. You can design them yourself using Vistaprint or Canva, and you can get them printed for like $60. And then what you do is, so now we have our I got a couple of things in front of me to show you, and I don't think, yep, I have it here. Sorry, give me 1 second, guys. I'm trying to drop these gems as quick as I can. So what you do is then you go on Amazon once you have your tags, and you get this tag gun, right? So this tag gun is super easy. You can go ahead and poke it through, poke it into your shirt, and now you have a hanging tag on your t-shirt brand, and it makes it look more legit. This tag gun is only $15 on Amazon, right? So once you have your tag gun, you can go ahead and get your plastic that you're gonna go ahead and put your t-shirts in. And this is gonna cost you about another $15 for 100 of them. And then the same thing for the poly mailers. It's gonna cost you about another $15 on Amazon, right? So that's literally everything you need, and that makes you're giving somebody your shirt, not just a t-shirt in a bag and selling it off. You're pulling these tags on it. You're making it look more professional, right? And then here's the real trick to getting your cost smaller, right? So your t-shirts, I do recommend sampling a few of them, because you want to not sell anything that you don't like how it feels, right? My favorite t-shirts right now are Comfort Colors. These are blanks, and Next Level. So a lot of people recommend Bella Canvas, but here's a trick. Next Level apparel feels exactly and fits exactly like Bella Canvas, but it is about $2 cheaper per item. So that's a big profit. So now instead of buying your shirts for $6, you're buying your shirts for about $3, $2. So that is huge. So what I do was I sample a bunch. I get my blanks from a company called Wardens.com, and that's when I'm getting them in bulk. However, I don't always have multiple items coming into my store, right? So when I just have one person shopping from me, what I do is I go ahead and look for that same blank on Amazon. Now, it might take my profit a little bit, $1 or $2 more, but because I'm saving money everywhere else, it doesn't kill me, and I'm still making money. So what I do is I order that same blank on Amazon, get it shipped next day, and now I don't have to spend money keeping inventory in-house. All I have in-house are the transfers and the heat press. And so that's how you can start your brand under $1,000 in 10 steps, and it's super easy. That's the plays I have for you guys. And if you have any more questions, you can go ahead and follow me. I am Jack the God. My brand is called My Hustle Has Purpose, and you can see my brand right there as well. And I think I probably beat my timer.
Yeah, you actually have 4 minutes left. So if you feel like, you have a few questions.
Yeah,
and then we'll let answer the questions now. Someone says, what about drop shipping? And we're a few other questions. I'll go back.
Awesome. So with drop shipping, I don't recommend, this is my personal opinion, and I have tried it. I don't recommend drop shipping. Let me tell you something about drop shipping. Ever since COVID-19, drop shipping world is crazy, and you don't know when your person is going to get the product. So actually, the first time I wanted to go into this 100%, I decided to try drop shipping, right? It took me 3 months to get my first sample, and it did not come out right. So you don't know what your customer is going to get when you're going in the drop shipping method. Also, with drop shipping, you now have to charge your customer a lot more, because they are charging you about $12 to $15 per item. And so now, in order for you to make money off of that, you're going to have to charge them at least $20 or something like that to even make money. Where each one of my garments, it costs me about $5 to $7 to make. And now if I can charge it for as little as $15, obviously if you go on my website, I do charge more. So I'm making about $15 to $20 per item. So if you want to increase your profit margin and you want to play it safe and know what you're actually giving your customer, I do not recommend drop shipping.
All right, awesome. You also have another question, which is, what does a tag gun do again?
Oh, so what the tag gun does is you actually put this in here and it creates a hanging tag. So I don't have I can just take this out of here. So give me 1 second, I can show you. So when my customer gets my item, they're gonna go ahead and pull this out. And now, just like in the stores, you have a hanging tag. So it just, you want to give them that real feel. Why are they coming to you? You don't want to just look like the average, corner store shop selling T-shirts. If you want to, take this thing to the next level.
All right, awesome. If there are any other questions, feel free to add them to the screen. Also, I just want to mention that Jack the God, who you guys just got a presentation from, is the person that did the ad creative for this event that we're doing. So great job. Thank you so much. Swift and just really making us look good. And yeah, the flyer looked really looked really good. So thank you so much for that. So make sure you connect. And what your company for that is, Hustle and Design Agency?
So my agency is Hustle Design Agency, and that's where I offer graphic and web design development.
All right, awesome. All right, now tell us about yourself. For your you still actually have a minute, but I'll give you the 2 minutes on the clock and let us know what you want us to know about you and anything that you actually have going on or to offer, or whatever you want us to know. Brag on yourself right now.
For sure. So again, I am a professional creative director. I do own a design agency. So if anybody is, if you're in need in graphics for your t-shirt brand or anything else, go ahead and you can go ahead and hit me up. You can find me at hustledesignagency.com, and there is a contact form there as well. You can go ahead and find my brand at myhustlehaspurpose.com. Now, I will be starting a YouTube channel this week where I'm going to go ahead and drop some gems, more gems on starting your brand and offering motivational content. So I do recommend that you hit me up, and I'm always